They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. Back to pass, it's Turner. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They want to run this quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
The give to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly.
Sprinting away. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew...
Got enough space. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man, it's Turner. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's White. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quarterback extends the play. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Marshall quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's long. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success.
And he'll wish it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end.
Score. And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a...
Oh, he's got some space.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Marshall quick to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. That's caught. It's Allen.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps swinging it. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's dribbling. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Alexander.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's dribbling. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they wanted.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
Reels it in down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Taylor has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give is to Taylor. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Flying out to the left. The 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Herd!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running behind that left side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The give to the back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. On the run, it's Allen. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The Rebels in the hurry up.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Wallace. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Here comes the option. Finding open areas. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes a catch at the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Turner. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run the option. Got a little space. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Now on the move.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Now from inside the red zone. Dances away. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense...
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
After not really playing their best earlier this